What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Delusions, a RuPaul's Drag Race recap podcast where we fill our French vanilla fantasies and we give our delusional opinions. So, on today's agenda is episode 11, Corporate Queens. The queens are challenged with a drag race seminar. Have you guys ever been to a seminar? I've been to thousands of seminars, and especially the ones in the army, and it's kind of like, I'm sick and tired of these. So I'm excited to see how a drag race seminar would go. So let's get into it.
Delusion. Convince yourself.
Welcome to Delusions, a podcast where you can feel your oats, let down your hair, and be gone with the wind fabulous. And most importantly, feel your French vanilla fantasy while recapping RuPaul's Drag Race. Grab your order and let's get started, Henny.
They want to see you go
Bitch, I'm the cure for your drag delusion.
Delusions. What are y'all delusional about today? Today, I am delusional about being a nun. I haven't had no sex. I ain't had no pillow talk. I ain't had nothing. I'm cobwebs. I'm dry. I'm the desert over here, okay? I live in the desert, and I actually am the desert. There's nothing going on. Nothing excites me. No handsome people are writing me, saying they want to get to know me. They want to love on me. Nothing. Maybe I'm just too delusional. I ran everybody off. They don't want to deal with my delusional ass. But I thought toxic dick was the best dick, right? I'm here to serve toxic dick. Oh my God, where's my manners? Never mind. Let's start rotating these wigs. This is part of the podcast where we recap last week's results while we're in the salon, getting our bangs cut and our edges trimmed. So last week was Work the World Challenge, and the winners was Saphira and Morphine. The bottom two queens were nobody, because the top two queens got to lip sync. This was the episode where everybody was like, they fucking hated. And if you drunk that potion, and people was like, what was the fucking point? In the top two lip sync to Meghan Trainor's Made You Look, and the people also was saying they hated Meghan Trainor and Meghan Trainor's song. This was a bad episode for Live last week. I mean, I like that. I don't know. I like Meghan Trainor. I like the song. There was no eliminated queen, and Saphira comes out as the queen that won the top two lip sync. So, the start of this episode, we've seen Plain Jane and Dawn going at it. What do you guys think about Plain Jane and the Dawn drama? Dawn was like, this gown is ugly. Plain Jane was like, you're trash. What you have on is bedroom rags. You're a doo-doo clown. You're a monster, and you need to go back to the lagoon. Or some shit like that. Plain Jane was pissed. But this is the reading that I wanted to see. This is the kind of spice that I was expecting since episode 1. This type of shit needed to happen every single episode, because before the season premiered, the queens was like, oh, it's a lot of drama. It's a lot of this. It's a lot of this. And when the season airs, it's kind of like crickets. Where's the big shit that y'all were talking about? Like, come on. I liked Plain Jane versus Dawn. So let's move into the episode. Hit that shit, DJ Holiday.
Mic check, it's the first thing on my mind, ain't even out of bed yet. Versace sheets covered in Joe Malone. I need a hit to get me up with it, I never feel alone. Figurucci and Poochie to settle my nerves. I keep this coochie and Gucci to handle my curves. I got an itch, it's a bitch, and it can't be scratched. Joseph or Kim Jones in another batch of that. Louis V reigns supreme like a motherfucker. LL Bean, you can keep, bitch, I got a product. Carl, Chanel, and Fendi, Menage, a twat, a dream team. McCourtney, a Borney, start to drop some cheddar. Acne and Marnie, but take it even better. Been to Betty for about a dozen times, but I ain't doing cocaine, I'm doing fashion lines. What? You don't know? I gotta She gotta have it.
RuPaul comes in, announces the mini challenge is spill the motherfucking tea. And you know, that's what we like to do over here, is spill the motherfucking tea. So this mini challenge involves the queens answering messy questions like who is the most hairiest, who's the ugliest, who's the traitorous, who's the meanest, who's most likely to get laid, little stuff like that. And I think this is a very fun mini challenge. And Sapphira comes out to win the mini challenge. Everybody voted for her for a lot of those answers. Sapphira is like the motherfucking Sasha Kobe of the season. I already see her winning this season, especially after this episode. So then RuPaul announces the Maxi Challenge, the drag seminar. The girls are split into teams. I wonder how they chose these teams. Production, I think they was kind of cooking some shit up. They was kind of like, they were doing something behind the scenes for this. I got my eye on y'all. So Maya and Dawn is paired up. Plain Jane and Q is paired up. And then Sapphira, Nymphia, and Morphine is paired up. So let's get into the Maxi Challenge. What are y'all thoughts on this Drag Race seminar? I think this is a very good Maxi Challenge. I liked it. I was actually giggling and I was actually laughing. When it comes to Drag Race comedy, I don't be laughing like that. I'd be like, Even though I'm obsessed with the show, sometimes the comedy and the writing of it, I just do not get. It's just not for me. It's not for me, dog. Only the performing and the dancing and the lip syncing is for me, okay? That's my world. But anyways, I overall love this Maxi Challenge. It was funny. It was cute. And I was laughing at all three groups, actually. So first up, let's get into Q and Plain Jane. I think these were the knockouts of the night. They fucking killed that challenge. I like all their jokes. I like when it was like, look at these slides. Then it was like, look at these historic clips. And it showed pictures of slides and pictures of clips. I think it was very clever of them. They didn't stumble over any words. They wasn't like, let's see here. They wasn't doing all of that. I think their performance was 100% like very, very good. I loved it. Maya and Dawn, on the other hand, I don't know. I think Dawn did a good job for her part. And then Maya was kind of fucking up. She was kind of fucking up. You could tell she was nervous and wasn't used to it. Even though Maya was fucking up, it wasn't like super, super bad. She still was trying. Like if you paid attention to her with the pointer and the things that she was doing while Dawn was talking, she at least made some type of effort. And RuPaul wanted her to do like her Snatch Game character. Like come out and do a character that's a little ghetto per se. We're going to touch back on that when we get to Nymphia. So next up and last, we have Sapphira, Nymphia, and Morphine. I think that group did a solid. It was funny. Sapphira, to me, was doing a very good job, and she started flubbing. Morphine flubbed, so it brought her points value down a little. But for me, Nymphia did the best. She was a killer to me. I loved her Asian accent that she was doing, and I liked her comedy, and I liked everything she was doing in the performance. And I've seen some critiques online, and maybe from the judges, like, maybe they had an issue with her doing the accent. Like, why? Why y'all get issue with her doing this accent? That's part of her culture. That's part of who she is. My grandmother speaks like that. So I just thought it was funny. It was like me hearing my grandma speak again. So why is the issue for Nymphia to do her Asian accent, but it's not a problem for Maya to do a ghetto or person from the projects type of character? Like, it don't make sense. So let's get into the runway, and it's called Looking Good and Feeling Gorgeous.
Stroll down the runway, another payday, cover of magazines. And when they see me, they wanna be me. I am the fantasy.
This is part of the podcast where the queens feel their delusional French vanilla fantasies, and the girls will receive lattes based off their looks. Whipped cream if it is everything. Espresso if it is nice. And get the fuck out of my store, out of my line if the look is giving bottom teased. So let's get into these looks in no particular order. And the category is Flashback Drag Con 1980. First up is Nymphia Wynn. Nymphia Wynn gets whipped cream from me. She looked amazing. Every time Nymphia Wynn steps on this runway, she always looked motherfucking incredible. I like that. Do I get 80s from this? I don't know. Maybe because I don't know the 80s. But she looked good. I liked it. Maybe she was a raver or something. I don't know. Whipped cream for me. Next up we have Q. I'm going to give Q a few shots of espresso. I like this look. I love the backstory. The backstory is 100% getting whipped cream for me. The backstory is powerful. She educated us on a few things. She educated us on her status. And she also educated us on what was happening in the 1980s. And I loved everything Q said tonight and how she presented it on the runway. But the overall look is going to get a few shots of espresso for me. Next up, we have Saphira. Saphira, are y'all going to hate me? Are y'all going to choke me? Beat me up? Punch me for what I have to say? But I don't care because I can fight. So, Saphira, I'm going to give her one shot of espresso. I'm going to give her one shot of espresso how she presented it. But the look, I don't know if I like this look. I think maybe because it's just black and white. I love the hair. I love the makeup. If it was a different color, like maybe vibrant colors, it would have looked more 80s to me. The shape of it and the concept of it is giving 80s. But the color palette of it is kind of like, it's just black and white. I wish it was a different color. And that's all I have to say. And why is RuPaul talking about this look is going to go down in history for one of the dumbest looks on the runway, which was in a good way. But at the same time, why RuPaul be saying this kind of stuff and then nobody be talking about it? Like, don't tell us what's going to go down in history, honey. We're going to tell you. Let the fans decide that, not you. Because she done said that about a couple of these looks on this season in, I think, UK versus the world. And I ain't seen nobody talking about it. Next up is my girl Dawn. My girl Dawn, I'm going to get her whipped cream. This was all over the place for me. But I love those kind of looks. That kind of retro look. I like this. This is screaming 80s for me. She looked like she got boys on her wall. She looked like she got a walkie-talkie. She looked like she go to school and then she got boy pictures all in rock bands and stuff all over her locker. And she said she completely made this look. She is, I don't know why. I love this look. It's all over the place, but I love this look. Next up, we have Morphine. I'm going to give Morphine one shot of espresso because she kind of like downplayed herself. She said her wig ripped. She had to borrow this wig from somebody else. And I didn't feel her confidence when she was walking down the runway. She wasn't giving me that delusional French vanilla fantasy that I wanted to feel. It wasn't giving me that. And then on top of that, her look was very safe. It was very like plain. It wasn't nothing like really sticking out to me. But her makeup looks nice. And I love that her ass had makeup on it and glitter. If anybody know me, they know I put on that Fenty Gloss Bomb on my skin and my chest and my arms and stuff when I go out to the club. And whoever hugged me, I've left my territory on them because you can see the glitz and sparkles on them throughout the night. And I just think it's so funny. I don't know why I got a cackle out of that. Next up is Plain Jane. She's going to get whipped cream for me. I like everything that she presented tonight on the runway. Love the makeup, love the hair, love the look. It was giving me powerful lesbian type of vibes. And I love me a powerful lesbian. And she looked good. I like the color pattern. I feel like I want to wear this. And boy, like if she can give me this pattern as a suit, I will rock the hell out of it because I love it. Whipped cream for me. Last up on the runway, we have Maya Amon LePage. Maya, she's going to get a few shots of espresso for me. I actually like this look for Maya. I like that hair. That hair big as fuck on her. And I think what made it look so different is because she didn't have nothing like right here choking her and making her feel squished. She actually let her neck and her chest show. And I loved it. I also like her shape in this, even though she had a little tummy. I'm not here to fat shame. Michelle talked about she should have corseted it, but I liked her shape in this. And if you guys look at the picture that she mimicked, I like the picture as well. All right, so let's move into the deliberation. The top queen of the week was dun 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 Saphira. Bitch, gag. Who? Saphira? Are you kidding me? I thought it was going to be either Q or Plain Jane. And I more so thought it was going to be Q because she had the story and blah, blah, blah. And then crybaby moments. And usually when that's going on, they win the challenge. So I'm like, damn. You know, Q about to have another win. She could be the winner of season 16. Then I was like, okay, if it's not Q, it's Plain. Bitch, they called Saphira. Gag. Could not believe it. Saphira fucking won. And I seen some things on Twitter. The girls were saying production is playing games. What's going on? And the bottom two queens were Maya and Morphine. Do we agree with the bottom two? Or should Dawn have been in the bottom with Maya? I don't think Morphine did that bad. I think she had one little flub. Maybe it was a Runway. Maybe they liked the Dawn Runway a little bit more than Morphine's Runway. And maybe they wanted the Miami girls to fight and tussle. Kind of like how Q said she wanted to see the Miami girls lip sync against each other. So I think the production, this episode was definitely like doing a little something extra to create chaos. So let's get into this lip sync that got the girls talking. Every time Maya lip sync, bitch, the girls are talking. She is the breakout star for me for this season. Another epic lip sync. They performed Dim All the Lights by Donna Summers. When the song started off, I was like, oh, this is a slow song. It's giving me like some Flowers, Miley Cyrus type of energy. And we're not going to see a lot of acrobats or whatever. The beat switch, it turned into some disco type of vibe. Bitch, what did y'all think of Maya Iman taking that thing off and then throwing it over Morphine? The girls online are going crazy. They are talking shit. They're hating on Maya. They're saying she should be disqualified. She cannot do that. Drag is not a contact sport. On the other hand, you got the girls saying this is ballroom. Y'all would never understand ballroom. Y'all don't know shit. Y'all don't know drag. Y'all wouldn't last seconds on the ballroom scene. And the girls are saying, bitch, this is Drag Race, not ballroom. And then the girls are saying, oh, but y'all live for crunchy voguing and non-ballroom girls doing stuff. But when you actually have a ballroom girl on the show doing ballroom, it's an issue. So it's a lot of shit going on back and forth. What did y'all think about the lip sync? I love the lip sync. The girls are fighting. Maya threw her little cape over Morphine. Morphine threw her titty at Maya. Morphine was in a long ass split for seconds and seconds and seconds and seconds. And then it was yawning, checking her watch. Maya was like going like this, like, girl, go away. It was a great lip sync fight. This is the type of battles that I want to see. The girls wanted to stay. None of them was going out without a fight. None of them was giving up. None of them felt sorry for themselves. The girls were lip syncing down. Very good lip sync from tonight's episode. And sadly, the girl eliminated was Maya. Do you guys agree? I think the fan base will agree. They tired of Maya bottoming, and they also turned their backs on her when she sent Plasma home. So the girls are currently not living for Maya, but I love Maya, and I love everything that she's been doing in these motherfucking lip syncs. She probably would have played a different character on season 16 if all the things that she sent to her designer to get made got made. If y'all didn't know, when she was preparing for the show, the day she was supposed to leave, majority of her looks did not come. The designer, the seamstress, was leaving her on red, so she had to go dig in her closet and then bring to the show what she had in her motherfucking closet. And what she presented on the show for a closet, I think she, in this day and age, I think she did good. Will y'all miss Maya? I'm gonna miss her. Well, I'm gonna miss her lip syncing. So in closing, what did you guys think about the Drag Race seminar? What did you guys think about the episode? What did you guys think about the lip sync and all of that jazz? Sound off and let me know. Next week will be another design challenge, but they will not be designing garments. They will be designing a room. So this is giving me a call back to All Stars 4 when they was designing those rooms and they had to present it some type of way. Club 96. It's giving me that. I can't wait to see their creativity. I can't wait to see what Nippy is going to do because she's a very creative queen and she loves designing. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. But, you know, she's not a good writer. And that, I think that they showed that in the preview that she was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to write, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I'm excited to see. So let's remove our straw from a latte. You guys can follow me on the links above. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Check out Unsuck at the Dark. Check out the website. And check out the visuals that are also on Spotify. And listen to it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to the podcast is at. All right. So if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, make sure you stay tuned for the next episode, which is UK versus the World Season 2, Episode 6. Toodles.